Hey everyone, I hope you had a beautiful Christmas. And for those of you still celebrating the other holy days, I hope you're having an amazing time with your friends and that you appreciate the gift of presents that you've gotten, but more the presence of heart from your loved ones who've been there for you. That to me is like the most important thing. I would rather not have any gifts like, presents as in jewelry or perfumes, or I'd rather have the gift of you, the ones that I love to spend quality time with. And I'm thinking as we're 2 days away from the end of the year about my parents, who will both be 88, goddess willing, in 2020, and my dad's dementia is definitely escalating. I put a post up earlier or last night about it because he was having such a hard time. He'd gone to bed super early, like 8:30, which is early for him, and got up at 10 o'clock. I heard him coming out of the room, and he's like, I just want to say good night. And he didn't remember being asleep. But then after that, for hours, back and forth to the toilet, which there's nothing wrong with his prostate or his bladder. He's had them checked out, but it's more of a mental thing. And his walking's not great. And what makes me nervous is we've already tried to put a bed rail in, but they have an adjustable bed, so you can't put a rail there. And they have a really long bathroom with a tile floor. And he does remember to use his walker, but he's super unsteady on his feet. So I'm hoping that the CBD oil that I got today will start to help. We're trying to keep him awake. They're out in the other room watching The Irishman with Robert De Niro. And I'm hoping that'll keep him active and up for hours. And we'll see if we can get him to sleep more. But, as 2019 is coming to a close, I'm just thinking of the shifts and how the year started for me last year when I was in Mount Shasta, with so much confusion and heartache, and how much more clear I've become this year, and how many beautiful adventures I've had that have helped me to draw clarity into myself, into my own spirit, and the gifts that I've received of being in the Yucatan and exploring the Mayan heritage of my grandmother, with some other beautiful souls and people I connected with. And then being able to go to Mount Shasta twice. Since then, I had the summer there, and then I was blessed to go to the West Fjords and Reykjavik, and into London for a bit and came home. And then I was just in Mount Shasta for a month. And those breaks are really needed doing the caregiving. Like, I love my parents, but it's intense, and it's just hard. So it's really important to do self-care and have breaks. But I just wanted to like shout out to everybody, to thank you all for responding to my post and giving me great suggestions of, ways to help my dad. And we had put an alarm on the door at one point, my caregiver and I, for the bedroom door, because he comes out in the middle of the night and he wanders to go find food. That's another thing too, the brain, like, barrier to the stomach doesn't work. So he forgets he'd eaten even an hour later after he's had a massive meal. So he'll wander, and it's dangerous because he's a fall risk. And so we put this alarm on the door, and then Mary and I tested it, and oh my God, we about jumped out of our skin. It was so loud. And I thought, he'll have a cardiac arrest, so we're not going to do that. So that's not an option. And I got a suggestion today for a pad that he could step on that would, alarm would go off. But anything that's going to get in his way, because he's super unsteady and he does this thing with his feet, like shuffles. I just can't do that. So I just keep my door open at night. And I am a really light sleeper, so I hear everything. Well, most of the times I hear him. We'll see how it goes. But like, hold your loved ones close, because you don't know how long you have on this earth or how long anybody else has. And it's one of the reasons I was here for Christmas, because I don't know how long they're going to have. And he's already started to dream and had a few dreams this week of his best friend who died in August of 2000. And that's what happens when people get ready to cross over. They start either dreaming of their loved ones who've gone before them, or when they're in the final stages of life, they're like this. Oh, there's Katie. Hi, Katie. Oh, God, I haven't seen you in so long, and you're looking at them going, there's nobody named Katie in this room. What are you talking about? But they are seeing those ones. If you've ever read anything about near-death experiences, and people always come back to share their experience, they all see loved ones when they cross over. And so I don't know. I have a feeling like this could have been his last Christmas. I'm not sure. I hope not. But, you want to be healthy. You want to be happy. And I want to keep them home as long as possible. Going into some center is definitely not something that any of us want to do. And yeah, thank you for being there for me. I super appreciate it. I'm grateful that I have family here that can like step in when I have to step out and keep my sanity and keep my peace and be with those who love me, because it's really hard to go through this and not have like the support of a partner, a loved one near, that you can lean on daily and get that support and love or understanding and compassion. And yeah, I have, friends, but they're all not really here. I have a few friends here, but the bulk of my friends that I'm really close with are like elsewhere. But thank God you guys, a lot of you are on Facebook, so I can connect, and I've got phone calls. But being able to shoot out of here, I'm really grateful, because I know a lot of people that caregive don't get that. And so what will 2020 bring? For me, it's going to bring new teaching methods. My hypnotherapy certification will be in my hand by then. I'm formulating a workshop on Chiron in the chart, which is our soul wound, and using hypnotherapy and past life regression to help people tap into those wounds and begin to heal them for, some change in their life. So I'm looking forward to that. And some new adventures, going elsewhere, new countries I haven't been to yet. And there's a lot on my bucket list. But I hope whatever you do for New Year's, that you remember your year and you give thanks for even the hard times, because they do propel us into a better version of ourselves when we get the lesson. If you keep going through the same cycles and not changing anything, then you're going to keep getting the same results. And for me, that's never been an option. So onward, upward, moving forward. I love you all. Have an amazing 2020. And if you're going out somewhere on New Year's Eve, be safe. And yeah, I will see you next year.